simply straining the economy. The ICE agents are not under any authority of the Congress to determine if an American enforcement will be shown collecting migrants and sending them back to their country of origin as a police protection branch of government that wills the law. No authority to override nor permission will ever be granted to handle a shutdown on our RICO organized crime shown to be verifying a Section 8 styled log listing as all housing aid for this monopoly. These principal players listing themselves as war funds, thinking that war is fun and games. We're all being torn apart at the pumps, playing as these migrants have all broken laws from the beginning. Coming to the United States, just like a taxi service, you're not being found and discovered in some FBI undercover. We're just providing you with transportation, lining you into all of our government finances, and giving the whole treatment of stay here passes. You came to be arrested, to get placed back on back lines of shipping, shopping, downloading for cash, exchange student programs also. School divisions are gone from this hiding, breaking the laws and not fooling anyone at all. The gig is up. These citizens and law detection agency, as well as the military, we're all seeing the things have just gone on too long. So it's hopeless to try and divert all of the slam down. 1776 marks the territorial event of evacuating from this land, a sovereign nation. So all are to fall evacuation notices. Americans have had to see how disgusting the crime really is, with convicts in Congress trying to control the outflow of information or insight. I said the mob's organized crime is gone. So if there has to be no detention centers, the central agents as central intelligence IDing the IP addresses, this would have been a factual call, as ICE agency enforcement is the only authority to show all of this shutdown, as all are obstructing justice, demanding that these convicts ignore being apprehended. Justice nor the Congress may overt our government's country ordinances. That means you may not be dismantling any part of this enforcement. It is all organized crime. Criminals may not donors shake down or tear down that these ordinances are not to be implemented. There's no more time allowed for rings of termination and hiring packages. As a man-made bill-paid listing, all is gone. No more distracting from proper apprehension as deductions. I said nobody will be determining skilled personnel. They have a dangerous job to do. And that was law enforcement. Now sit down or I will put the beat down on all of your traitor skills, so-called skills. You will all be sent to jail for enforcing this harm as misrepresenting the government's placing. This is tax fraud, evasion, aiding and abetting, assisting, as RICO also assisting crime. Distracting from proper IP addresses as this new law intent. It is also racketeering, will be shut down. All of George Bush legislation out of the proper government's ordinances. I said so. We never tear down territorial credit. All immunizing kids as welfare checks also falls as Puerto Rico. It gets no more news team filings as new checking accounts, as area codes checking in and out of ISIS. Claiming that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory credit is an outright crime line. Being called a state is not ever allowed. The United States are adjoined states on the U.S. soil. I said all these members of Congress now lose this vest covering mob havens. Nothing about George Bush giving these leads a lining of pockets as all of our names. You may not claim that you override the entire government's ordinances as 1776. Made no legal pay grade. Now hop, skip, jump, bail bonds no more. I said crediting agencies, rental credit centers now fall. All these states where the kids are being apprehended. 944 in Texas. Who is Jennifer Gonzalez Colon? Representation for Puerto Rico's theft. It is now being shown as a retarding of arrogates. Immigration may not reverse mortgages trying to stay here, giving lines into the United States citizens, tax crediting, revising of receiving food stamp. Oh, now halts. I said innocent will not be coming to claim this call. Income is not ever to be collected outside of the terror network fines because you all want a tariff post. Sheriff raids on these lines for shopping. Also gone as hot deals HLN. Songwriting listing 379 in Arizona, 327 in New York, 179 in Florida. Online privacy data claims from California. Our privacy claims already exist. No more food stamp posting is allowed. FanDuel posting. As lottery winners, Labor Department files all these calls. As California, child care, child-proof whiskey, wine, White House gets no doorway access to become a U.S. territory. As a news team coalition, 35 states. Slogan, all finest charges will now be filed against those subjecting Americans to this online video veto ballots casting. All 37 will now be on notice. Something called an admission statement. It meant confessing to a crime. This will no longer have admission statements. Not allowed, not the law. The government's funds will be sent to no Regis loans shown as Puerto Rico. U.S. does not have government guns that provides a pathway to citizenship, making skills as avowed beyond the years of Donald Trump's grandfather, linking pockets as military captains, following flood victim listings as car loans, insurance fraud, filing funding. He's also gone as receiving food stamps as his last name, posting military colleges. Red Barn Pizza has lines nosedive. Funds that no one's bill may pay 37 congressmen that have signed a payroll doctrine as filing a claim that this is fraud. Material support to ISIS through funneling a farm bill. Pay listing supports none as this monies will be sent back from Puerto Rico. IPO as England's dens. Date filing. The police have the majority ruling that says nothing about wetting our beds as friends, saving accounts as being an immigrant identified as Puerto Ricans. And also this was Cuban filing as wasted time. Being brought to this government as a birth tax record also dives. Allowed no government's payroll accessing 31 bins as Baskin Robbins as rooms to go, Jerry Brown, bug spray, wine fees, no hurry up, Harry up folded as Harry Reid, Princeton, Charles, South Carolina, Wayfair Union do jobs. All hurry the hell up slogan, signing loudly. No more monies is coming. 31 flavors of ICE dream job calls. This website saves no more slavery as Latina Maria singer downgrades shown as Hurricane Maria Terrifica ID. Theft, New York mayor's race failed. Notices I am not ever born a migrant status nor a man. All immigrants have been bearing witness to what I'm saying. Saving you all have been used. You have formed a foundation of your own government within a government's sanctioning, a foundation of the United States. You would be best to break away from this call. You are all undocumented as a structure. From your houses, no more killing our kids as your family members, as all halt Spanish fly, Spanish speaking, software, education, post. Buying no more trick or treatment centers as Spain's Spanish fly drug haven sale. I said things have gone on too long. Trying to save ballot boxes. We're not your girlfriends, your uncles, your dads, your Mother's Day, Mama June, ain't your mama, syrup, food lines. I said there will be no such thing as a South America, North America, Central America. Bringing your kids to the United States just to marry them off and being given our marriage license certificate post as a country falls. I said so. There are no more green jobs.